But Angels, that piano comes in and it's almost like, it's going to be a classic.
We do now.
Yeah.
You didn't then. I'd had 4 singles released. I'd had 4 singles released and to lesser success, every single one. I think a memo had gone around EMI that we're going to drop Robbie Williams. There was definitely talks. And then Angels was the sort of Hail Mary attempt. The album had come out and it had sold 33,000 copies in 8 weeks, which wasn't good enough considering the amount of money they were putting behind me to make me a thing. And Angels came out and just changed absolutely everything.
I love you talked about your Instagram and the stuff you put on there sometimes. My favorite bits that you put up are when you talk about fame, because I think we're all interested. We're going, what is it like? And you tell these stories and they're sort of quite funny often. They're not like horribly sad or anything, but a bit cringy, and somebody starts playing Feel or whatever in the restaurant. How did that feel when someone was playing that? I think they were playing Feel and you were in the restaurant?
Oh, yeah. So whenever there's a piano player in a bar or a restaurant or wherever I am, they invariably play one of my songs eventually. But the thing is about me is I have anxiety, and I am... the nearest term we can call it is agoraphobic. I'm not a proper agoraphobe because I'm not terrified of outside. I just don't want to go outside. There's things, and I either have low level anxiety or high level anxiety. I never have no anxiety. So wherever I am, I'm an anxious person. And I want to be small and not recognized, because interactions with strangers makes my anxiety peak. And because I'm a face, strangers want interaction with me, lots of them on a daily basis. But the human aspect from over here is, and I must say, I'm so fucking grateful for my job and having an audience. This is just the human aspect of what happens when strangers want. I get scared. I get scared, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's not me going, fuck off. It's just me going, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And then, so you go to a restaurant, you go to a bar, and I walk in and I see a piano player and I'm like, and then, so you walk in and you sit down and you try to be as small as you can be. And then at some point they'll go, ding, ding, ding. I see them way. Just like, and it just like, it signals to the bar, to the restaurant that have invariably noticed that you've turned up, that there's a wall that's been now broken where it's like, and the whole of the restaurant is looking at you. And as an anxious person, that makes me have anxiety.
I think that would make even non-anxious people have anxiety. That's people will be listening to that going with their heart fluttering. I think that's almost like a horror film. Everyone in the restaurant suddenly turns and smiles at you.
Yeah, but also, it's like a chef turning up at a restaurant and then the chef that's there coming out with a shitter version of what you do. Like a terrible version of your most famous burger. And you're like, it resembles a burger, but that's not my burger.
Here you go, Gordon Ramsay. This is your signature.
Yeah, and let me just say, they're paying, they think, and they are in their mind paying respect. God bless them.
Yeah.
But actually, the energy that creates, And these are all very odd and niche little problems for a human to have. I know that, because what happens is I am compelled to explain this human condition and what happens. And I understand that I am in rarefied air, and I'm incredibly lucky, beyond lucky. I'm like one of the most luckiest people on the planet. I get it. But I think that when I explain the malady of my brain and the complicated inner life, I think people think that I'm moaning, and I'm not. I'm just explaining a human thing that happens, and this is my particular human thing that happens to me. Do you find it interesting? Do you not? Thank you for allowing me to share. Oh, you don't want me to share, but you're like quite vocal about not having, you're quite angry about me sharing for some reason. And, but I'm compelled to understand myself, because it's a jungle up there.
Do you know that Gervais joke about guitar lessons?
Yes.
So the internet is like, you've put ads out for a guitar lesson, and the internet is basically going, I don't want fucking guitar lessons, mate. It's like, well, why did you have to? You know, that's what they're doing to you. You said a thing, you put your guitar lessons up there.
Yes.
Why?
Fuck your guitar lessons.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just chill.
Just chill. Yeah.
Gosh. Can I ask you a favor? Please subscribe. 90% of you are not subscribed. So if you sub, it will help the channel, and I'll keep making these clips.